Hey, comic book fans, welcome back to another episode of Comic Book Geezers. I am your host, Wild Bill Down on Comic, and my partner in crime over here,
Pete Pardo here. How's everybody doing? We've got another episode of Key Issues.
Part 4.
Number 4. So we've gone through our collections and tried to pull out some stuff that, pretty valuable, pretty notable, kind of expensive to get because of the specific reasons why, right? So we've each got 5, so I'll have Bill kick us off with his first selection here of the day.
And the reason we do 5 is so that we can do more of these shows for you. If we do 10 or more, then the show has to be canceled.
So we don't want to do that. So
Plus, it's more work to pull out 10.
That's right.
So you got to sit there and think more. So we're doing 5, as always. And I'm going to kick it off with issue number 1 of Warlock. The Power of Warlock. His first title on his own. Yep. He appeared in Thor, right?
Yep.
Back in the day, in the 150s.
Mm-hmm.
As him.
As him, yes.
But this kicks it off. It was a 15-issue story line, published bi-monthly, I believe.
Gil Kane.
Warlock, number 1.
Cool. All right, I'm going to go way back here. I think this was, 1964, perhaps?
Yeah, I think I was just showing you 73.
Yeah, something like that. So we're going way back here. So this is Journey into Mystery number 98, the first ever appearance of the human Cobra.
Wow.
Right, so this is before the Cobra hooked up with Mr. Hyde to bug the crap out of Thor, and almost seems like every issue early on there, before they eventually, got kicked their asses enough times by Thor that they started picking on other heroes that are probably more their strength level. But yeah, this is the first appearance of the slimy one, the Cobra. So pretty cool. This is Jack Kirby cover art, of course. Very notable. So this is
classic.
Yeah, old stuff there. Yep.
What's that, like 1963?
63 or 64, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty old.
A little bit mumbo jumbo, but a classic. And I finally got my hands on it. I'm very happy to have it anyway.
Oh yeah.
Man Thing, number 1.
Frank Brunner
cover.
Classic artwork there.
And it's got, somebody wrote on it, but I can't get it off. But
it's a good condition
for the price, it was worth it because I'd have to pay 4 times as much without the ink.
Yep.
And I needed it to fill the run, so I'm glad I finally got a hold of it.
Oh, you got the whole run of
I've had the whole run for a couple of years now.
Good.
But this was clutch.
Yeah.
I needed that one.
That first series of...
That's just such a great cover,
yeah,
man.
It is.
That's poster worthy.
Yep.
Frank
Brunner and Mike Plug, man, those are the guys who really knew how to draw Man Thing.
And creatures, in general.
All right, I'm going to stick on Thor. We're going to go ahead a ways, though, to issue number 225. This is, I think, Bill's most desired comic right now in the entire universe for Thor. Issue number 225, so the debut of Firelord.
That's a great cover, too, man.
It is. Yeah,
that's a hard book to find. It is, man.
It definitely is. I mean, I bought this from our friends down in Texas. This is a 4.0. This was still pretty pricey, but it's going for a lot.
You took out of my cart?
Could be.
And most definitely you did. But
that's gotta be quick, man. Gotta be quick.
Well, I let my cart kind of sit there, until I'm ready to pull the trigger. I'm like, well, I might add something else to it, but then you're at risk for someone else snatching it. That's what happened, kids.
So what I love about this cover, it's a John Buscema cover, really well done. So you got Herc and Thor, right, who obviously are buddies at this point in time. And at this point in time, Firelord was the Herald of Galactus. He took over...
From the Surfer?
From the Surfer, yeah. I'm trying to remember if it was the Destroyer before. I don't remember. The Destroyer was pretty quick, but Firelord was it for a while. But what's great about this is they don't really show you what he looks like. You get to see him from the back, and you can see the look of both of them. Are like, all right, here's the new Herald of Galactus. What have we stumbled upon here? So, and this would start a series of appearances for him in Thor, and at times they became friends. Other times they were at each other's throats. So it's a pretty interesting character, the Firelord.
I have him in SpiderMan also.
Yeah, he gets his ass kicked by SpiderMan, which doesn't make any sense
because he's a hothead.
Yeah,
you think Fire would be better,
Yeah,
that's the only Thor I need to complete my run of every issue from 200 to 300.
Nice.
That's the only one I need.
Very cool.
This is considered a key nowadays. This book can go over over $200.
Wow!
Jeez. The first appearance of the cat, the black cat.
Wow.
Felicia, and she's got a crush on Spider-Man, big time. I always thought that this was Marvel's answer to Catwoman.
Yeah,
because she's a cat burglar, and this book came in my first year of my Spider-Man subscription. So this actually came in my subscription when I was a freshman in high school.
Wow.
It's still a 40-cent book. I think this book came out in the late 79 or early 1980. But yeah, the first appearance of the Black Cat. There you have it.
Cool. All right, my next one. I've shown this one before, but it's a very notable one. First appearance and first issue. Luke Cage, Hero for Hire. Interestingly enough, back at this point in time, so this is a 20-cent book, so this is what, 72, 73?
72, I think that came
out. Marvel didn't generally take a chance on a brand new hero or character. They generally would feature them in one of the many, Marvel Presents, Marvel Premiere, Tales of Suspense, blah, 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 blah. But they just debuted him in this issue, and he actually did very well. I mean, Luke Cage, obviously a very popular character, one of the handful of the first black superstars for Marvel. You had, before him, you had the Falcon, and you had the Black Panther. But I'd argue to say that Luke Cage probably more popular than all three of them. I think I love Luke Cage. And what was really great about this book...
They gave him, he was like a street thug. He had the street sense. He was street smart.
And it would take place in New York, right, in Harlem. So this whole series is so, if you like the early 70s blaxploitation films, this is so from that era. And it's just...
He's kind of like Shaft, but with superpowers.
Exactly.
Because he's a good guy. Yeah, he's out to fight crime. And again, but he wants to get paid for it.
Exactly. And it's funny when you read these issues now, really politically incorrect from a racial perspective. But back then in the 70s, you can get away with all that stuff. They would never do this.
People were looser back then.
Yeah, big time. So, but it's such of its time.
Everyone's uptight now.
It's almost like, all right, who is that? Is that Foxy Brown there, Pam Grier? It's just so, but really good and very powerful and really great artwork. Really good series. I always liked Hero for Hire.
For me, this is a key, but I need a better copy someday.
Yeah. Well,
Moon Knight, #1.
Especially now with the show coming out, right? That's all the Moon Knight stuff through the roof.
Yeah, and especially that Werewolf by Night appearance.
32,
forget it, man. Yeah. That's over $3,000 now, that book.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's
not worth it
only
either.
One I've had the whole Werewolf by Night run, except for that issue for ages. Yeah.
But I mean, I like Moon Knight. I don't like all those multiple identities. That's the only thing I don't like about him, But a lot of people think he's a Batman ripoff, But I thought it was... I like the artwork, and I thought it was a good storyline, so I have all the Moon Knights. I just need the last one. This went 38 issues, and I have the first 37.
Oh, so you only need one more. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty cool. I'm wondering if in the show, if they're going to touch on all those personalities, if they're going to make it really complex like that.
Yeah, it was a hard read, because it jumped around a lot because of that, I thought. But they did do a volume 2, which started in the 80s, and I have some of those. I've shown some of those off before, and that went 50 issues, or 60. I think it might have been 50. I don't remember. I have the... And it ended in 92 or 93, the second volume. And then they did a 6-part series, a short series called the Moon Knight: The Fist of Khonshu, and I have those 6 issues.
Yeah, you showed them off. Those.
Yeah. But Moon Knight's one of my favorites.
Is that one of those instances, in your opinion, do you like the character more than you like the whole series? Or do you really enjoy the series, I guess is my question.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I liked it. I liked the writing of it. It's been, I'm talking about read. I read it 40 years ago, but I thought it was a good read. I liked it. I think I liked the artwork more so than the story, I would say. If I had to pick one or the other, I would go with the artwork more than the story. Because
I don't have a lot of those. I always liked the character a lot. I just had a hard time getting into it. Maybe because I just haven't read enough.
I thought, like I said, my only problem was the multiple identity thing. That made the story jump around too much, so you can't really get anchored down into one storyline because it zigzags between the 3 identities.
Yeah. I hear you. All right, my next one, we're going to go back to SpiderMan, way back, issue number 18, so this is, 63, 64.
Look at that.
First appearance of Ned Leeds on the inside. That's why this one is a key. So here you got
Is that the Sandman?
That's the Sandman. So it's not the first appearance of the Sandman. I believe it's maybe the second or third.
That's so primitive.
Yeah, look at him. He almost looks like Reed Richards, right?
Yeah.
But that's
in green.
Yeah, that's the Sandman in his original look.
He's got no mask on his head, does he?
No, because that came later on. He's
unmasked.
Yeah, he's just got the
zoom in on that.
Yeah. So here the Sandman was just...
Without a costume hiding his face.
Yeah, he's just... Yep.
He's all out in the open.
Yep.
Wow.
So Ned Leeds, of course, he would meet Peter Parker working at the Bugle, and he would become eventually the love interest for Betty Brant after Betty and Peter broke up. So that's why this one. But great battle between Spider-Man and the Sandman, as always. One of his.
Look how he made his foot almost look like a bird's foot.
I know, right? Yeah. Yeah, earlier they just had him in his prison garb, like he wore that 24/7, right? He had the green and the brown. It's very bizarre, but cool issue nonetheless.
Another key Spider-Man. Issue 300, first appearance of Venom.
Yeah.
I remember when this book came out, I bought it off the rack. I was like, I should buy 10 of these. And I just took one, and I should have bought 10 of them.
Yeah, I don't own that. It's probably worth a hell of a lot of money right now.
I think it's, at minimum, it's like $250.
For a shitty copy, right?
Yeah. Now, this is in great shape, but I would hate to have it graded and then tell me it's like a 4, The book's only been opened once, That's why I'm not into grading, But I would hope that this would be a 9.8, but there's never a 10.
Yeah.
I've never seen a 10. If you get one right off the rack and get it graded, it should be a 10. But they're like, no, nobody's perfect. 9.8. 9.8. But yeah, this is the end of my Spider-Man collection. I stopped at 300 because everything was devolving and going down the tubes in the 80s. And I really wasn't a fan of Todd McFarlane's art. I know he changed it. He didn't want to follow in everyone else's footsteps. He kind of took it in his own path. But I don't like these circly webs. I just am not a fan of that. Never got into that. But anyway, that's my 5th key for today's episode.
And my final one, we've shown this before, but not in the Keys episode. This is one of my favorite covers of all time, I think. It's a classic. Spider-Man number 39.
John Romita's first work as Spider-Man. Hard to get a hold of this book.
Yeah, it is. It's pricey.
It
I bought it a few years ago, and paid a good amount for it, but it wasn't ridiculous because it's only it's a 2.0. But if you want to get something in the 4, 5, 6 or higher, you're going to spend a good amount of money.
And you don't need that.
No, you really don't. I mean, this is a really
that looks great.
It's a really strong reader copy. It's all the cover's intact. It's got a couple of little tears and things here.
That's still pristine for how old it is.
But, this, of course, is the big battle between Spidey and the Green Goblin, where the Green Goblin finds out exactly who Spider-Man is, right? So,
cover blown.
Yes, exactly. So, Norman Osborn, the Green Goblin. So, those were our keys for today. Hope you guys liked them, and,
I'll drink to that. Wild Bill, as always, saying thanks for being here, for watching Comic Book Geezers. We appreciate all your comments and your support and your subscriptions. Please tell your friends about us if they like comics, because they're missing out.
Oh, yeah.
Please click the like bell. Like bell. I like the bell. Click the like button and the notification bell so you can be kept in the loop every time we have a new video. You'll know what's going on. I'm Wild Bill, as always, saying thanks for being here, and we'll catch you next time. We're going to do another special little episode about me.
All about him?
Sort of.
Sort of.
It's all a recap of my artwork drawings that we've been doing on the show. I've been drawing for, the past 7 or 8 months now. And I've got 21 drawings, and we're going to show them all off for you.
There you go. So stay tuned for that. You don't want to miss it in case you've missed any of the individual episodes where he shows you his drawings. Now you're going to get all of the Comic Book Geezers issues 1 through 21.
The whole kit, right? The whole kit and caboodle.
The whole kit and caboodle.
And maybe some other surprises. You'll have to come back and see.
There you go.
I'm Wild Bill saying we'll see you next time.
And I am Pete. Have a good one, everybody. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.